Many of you are weighing in after a span of violence over the weekend. Capitol Police are now investigating after 8 people were shot on North Plaza Mart early Sunday morning. 3 on Your Side's Chris Fields joins us now to share what you have to say and explain how investigators are working together. Chris.
Well, Maggie, Jackson residents say they are fed up with what seems like a recent routine of violence. Now leaders with JPD are stepping up to the plate to assist Capitol Police and finding out who committed this mass shooting.
Somebody was just doing it just for the random. I mean, they didn't care who they hit or who they shot. It's sad. It's real sad.
Residents say they have reached their breaking point when it comes to crime here in the capital city.
On the weekends, there's more opportunity to congregate, and wherever there's more opportunity to congregate, there's more opportunity for enemies to bump into each other.
The shooting happened early Sunday morning on North Mart Plaza. Investigators say those who were shot were between the ages of 21 to 40 years old. Items like shoes, makeup kits, and shattered glass were still scattered around the crime scene.
You're a coward. You shot all these people, then you fled, you ran. All right, come turn yourself in. You want to be a man, come turn yourself in and be held accountable for your actions.
As they count the bullet marks on the building, Jackson Police Chief Joseph Wade and his team were back on the site where the shooting happened. He told us he felt compelled to step up to assist Capitol Police in solving this crime.
I'm disheartened, I'm disgusted, I'm concerned because we still have these young men in our community that go from zero to an assault rifle. That is so reckless and lawless, and they don't have any remorse except being caught, right? You're a coward.
Thankfully, Chief Wade says no one died from the shooting. However, one person was listed in critical condition, but is expected to live.
People need to hold their kids accountable for a lot of stuff, because they know where their kids are at, and kids don't just get guns just be getting guns. They getting guns for a reason.
No arrests have been made, and it's still unclear what led to the shooting. Now, you're urged to call authorities with information, and many of you are now posing possible solutions to combat the violence.
If you can communicate to people to find out what they're upset about, why you're angry, what are your needs, they will feel seen, they will feel heard, and less prone to react in violence.
Now, Chief Wade says city leaders, along with council members, will meet tomorrow with the owners of the 2 nightclubs in that area. Now, that meeting will address what happened and ways to prevent these types of crimes from happening. And I'm Chris Fields, 3 on Your Side.